Hello everyone, hope you're well. Welcome back to another video on Rob's Garage. Really need another name for the channel, but that'll do for now. Today, I thought we'd take a look at a harmonic balance puller, and because I want to take this harmonic balance puller off my Cleveland here. So this has got to come off because I'm going to be doing a reassembly of this engine. I'm going to tear it down, have a look at it. We need to take this harmonic balance puller off. So I went out and bought one. This is the one I have. I just went to the local parts store. I think it was Total Tools here in Brisbane. And just got this Toledo set, which looks like this. So you can kind of see what's in there. It's got a range of bolts and the puller and a shaft there that you use there to pull that through. So I've never actually used one of these. So this should be interesting. I've obviously never actually rebuilt an engine either, so this is the first time for that, but I'm pretty determined to actually do it. But it'll be fun learning, that's what it's all about. So let's have a look at the set in a bit more detail. All right, so we're gonna have a bit of a closer look at the set here. So this is a harmonic puller set by Toledo. I don't know if these are any good or not, but it goes through what's actually on here. But yeah, that's basically what we've got there. So we're gonna use this to connect to the harmonic balancer. Not 100% sure, it looks like it would go that way, I'm assuming. So this was going to attach to here. We'll probably hook it on two of these bolts opposite sides of each other. I'm assuming this will be the main bolt, and then we'll need something just to screw that together. So if we just screw that inside there, that'll be the piece that we need. I believe it's like one of these. Obviously they're pretty small. And this would go inside there, but we'll need to take off that bolt there. Okay, so before we do that, we're going to need a couple of bolts. We're going to need some longer ones, I believe. So let's see if these actually fit inside of here, which they look like they do pretty good, which is perfect. So we'll use these two longer ones. I don't know, these look like they might be the same if we want to use some shorter ones. They look like they'd be the same thread, which they are. This is perfect. And the first thing to do will be to get this bolt off here. This has got to come off, and then we'll be able to pull this off. So I think the best way to do that is a ratchet. So I'm using these Daytona impact sockets. So this will just fit on here. So this is a 15/16. We could just hook that up to this ratchet gun. Maybe I don't need that actually. We'll do that. We'll put it in reverse. We'll put it on smart, which it is, or precision they call it. This would be forward. So we'll give that a crack and see how we go. There we go, got that off quite easily. Great tool this. So we've got that took that off quite easily. Okay, I think we're okay from here. I'm just going to use a ratchet. I don't want to do this with any electronic tools. I think it's pulling straight from what I can see. Let's give it a go. And that looks important, probably that's centered. So let's just do this slowly. All right. We've got this breaker bar on here. All right, so this has definitely been more challenging than what I thought, and doesn't go as smooth as what you see happening with other people. So here's the inside of the crank here, and this is the harmonic balance puller, the red knob on it. So it was really hard to try to pull this off, and it doesn't even look like it's moved that much. Like I made, let me see if I've got a bit of a black mark there just to sort of tie that to the timing pointer there. And it doesn't really look like it's moved it, and it's quite hard to do, and I'm a bit worried about breaking something. So I phoned a friend. One of my cousins happens to be someone who's built many engines, and I gave him a call. He's in the States, so he obviously can't come over and have a look at this, but what he told me was lube up the end of the nut here, or this little bit here on the end, and make sure that this is not binding in any way. So I've put some grease in there. I'm actually using some of this nylon grease here. I'm going to give this a go. That should theoretically make it a bit easier, so this is not sort of binding and creating a problem. So I'm going to give this a go, and let's see how we go. All right, so at this point I'm not having any luck with the Toledo harmonic balance puller, and I've tried, I've spent a bit of time, I've undone it, I've redone it, I've tried all sorts of things. Unfortunately, this yoke is just not strong enough to do the job. It's bending, and I don't know if you can see that there. It's just bent, and it's bent both ways. I tried it, and it's just not strong enough to pull it off. So, you know, this is real world stuff. This is the shit that really happens. So I'm ordering a new one. I'm gonna order a Proform harmonic balance puller, and we'll try again in a few days when that arrives. Okay, so we've had some problems with the original. This is the Toledo harmonic balancer on the right here, and it just wasn't up to the task. It couldn't pull that harmonic balancer off my Cleveland. If we have a look, everything else that I used was fine, but this center yoke, if you can actually see, is bent. And it's actually, I bent it both, I tried it both ways, and yeah, it's a bit of a banana now. So you can see it's like that. So it just wasn't able to do the job. So that's $50, not up to the task, unfortunately. Even with all the grease and stuff, it just couldn't manage to use enough force without bending this to pull it off. So that was a shame. So this is just not up to the task. About $45 I think I paid for this. I wouldn't recommend this. And even the washers here that I was using, they bent. So yeah, not great. So I've had to buy another one. I opted for this one, which is the Proform version. I think it's a, I'm going to put the name of it here because I don't remember. But it is a Proform one. It's designed for more for the old school engines like your Chevs, like a 350 Chev, a Cleveland, a Windsor, Ford Windsor, you know, that kind of thing. And even a Mopar, I believe. But it's a different design, and this actually is only for harmonic balancers, where this one I believe can do steering wheels and other things as well. So this one here is specific for a harmonic balancer. It comes with some instructions. Cool thing is it does have a little box, so I can actually put it away. You know, you can fit this all in here and just enclose it, which is cool. And then, yeah. So I guess the key things to note here is this yoke is way more solid than this thing. It's much heavier. It looks like it's made either of steel or something. It also has a bearing here to aid with, I guess, the tension, which is really cool. It doesn't have as many bolts, but it has enough to do the job, and it has this center hub section here, which I believe fits on there like that. So if we look at the instructions here, basically here's your crankshaft. You have a little adapter, so you get the adapter that fits your crank. In this case, for the Cleveland, it's this one. So you screw this end into your crank, which is essentially that piece. Then we have this shaft here, which will screw onto the end of this once that's in there. So that'll go in there. So this will be sticking out of your crank like so. And then once this is on here, this section here will actually face this direction. You can see there. And we can screw this all the way in. So you can see where we're going here. This is in here. This is screwed into your crank. This screws into that, and it just sits there like that. So this will wind up against your crankshaft. Then this yoke here with the curved side, you can see it's got a flat side here. This is the side that faces away, and this curved side here will face towards your harmonic balancer. It'll sit on and sit in there like that. And you can see that is actually rotating on the bearing quite nicely, making, I guess, the tension there. So that sits on there. You'll then find some appropriate bolts. In my case, it's just two, one in this position, one in this position. It also comes with some washers, which look way more heavy duty. You'll need two spanners, one to hold this nose here and one to hold this. No, I don't know what size this is. I've got a feeling it's a 24. I have to go and get a spanner today, but the other side here. Okay, so this side here is a 3/4. So you need a 3/4 wrench or something to go on there to hold that in position. And then you will wind this away. While you're holding this, you're going to turn this section, which I can't do one-handed here, but essentially that's what's going to happen. So this, essentially you'll be turning this while holding this, and it'll make this action here. You can see that's going to slowly pull the harmonic balancer off. So it's going to require a bit of tension to do that, but you'll be able to just unwind it off. And it says here it's a maximum torque of around 150 foot-pounds. It should be enough, I guess. I'm hoping that we don't have any problems, but this definitely looks like a much sturdier tool than the Toledo here, which is, I don't know, not up to the task for the Cleveland. So let's get it on and see how we go. All right, first time I think I've been outside on any of my videos. Yeah, had to duck out for a tool. Obviously for the harmonic balancer, we've got this thing. It has quite a big nut on the end of it, so I had to duck out to local shop. So I've just got this Daytona spanner here with a ring spanner on the end. This is a size 27, and we're here at Sydney Tools, which is a really cool store. So yeah. All right, let's head home and let's give this new harmonic balancer a crack and see if we can get this thing off. So I've got the engine over here. I've taken some of it apart. You can see I've got the inlet manifold off it already. I've got the valve covers off because I'm going to start disassembling this. Have a look at the engine, see what we've got. But for the crank here, I'm just going to screw this inside here by hand. That should do the job. So I'm just going to do that kind of finger tight and just leave it like that. Should do the job. So we can screw this end piece on the adapter there. Let's move this out. I think this just needs to be finger tight. I don't think it needs to be too tight there. So I'm just going to do it about there. Okay, so I believe this now goes all the way in. Probably to about there, I think would be enough. Let's just slide this over the top here. Screw these in. This needs to go all the way on like that. We've just got a snug fit here. I can feel them through the back of the balancer there. That's nice and snug. Don't want to overdo that. All right, let's see if we can make this happen. Now this will have to, I believe it's this way. I want to hold this from turning. Yeah. Looks pretty even on those. I feel like it's better than the other one. I can feel some movement. Here we go, and there she goes. Take this off now. Woohoo! She's off. Work like a charm. Well done. Proform, you beauty. It's amazing. It was a lot easier. Okay, so that was successful. The Proform harmonic balance puller did the job, and it was actually a lot better than the Toledo one that I originally had, and for double the money. I mean, actually, I got a really good price on that on eBay. So I think I got it for $125 or something, and I did see a lot of them going for $168. So yeah, actually got quite a good deal, and definitely worth the money. And it is only for harmonic balances, so you can pull them off and put them on with that. You can't really use it for anything else. But it really does the job without any mucking around. You know it's gonna work. It's not gonna bend like the Toledo one. And it's gonna do the job, and it's gonna last years. So that's a good thing. So I hope you found this useful.
I hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up, smash the bell button, and we'll see you on our next video. Bye guys! Hope you enjoyed the video.